I had some subscription, but it has ended. ATP bundle. That's what we give to our customers. And I had it in HA. You know, HSRP, HRP, VRRP, GLBP. I had HSRP, the basic one. So show full config. Show full config. Show my policies real quick. Show full. Does anybody know how to use FortiGate here? So this is my config. That one FortiGate. I'm using a free certificate to VPN, which is wrong. So we have to think about certificate solutions. Yeah, so this is what I think we'll be installing on site. My HAD firewall. We have to be doing OSPF. So if we are working from the left to the right, I'll show my own my credit points. Okay, so let me show my credit points. So come here, network interfaces. I'm not trying to teach you. I'm just trying to show you what the typical time in your life will be, right? So this is the in 1.2. That's the address. That address I put in the firewall. Sam, can you remember that address? That's the address right there, sitting right there. So it's paid for. I only it. So it's going to be what we VPN into. We got an SSL that root interface. So the reason why you can VPN into it is because there is a VPN setting here. You get 104.43, and I already added the VPN users, which are the people the employees that can get into the firewall. These are the guys that get in the firewall to VPN into it, right? So this is what we're deploying. Do you get what I'm saying? I try to make everybody's life easy. I can back up the firewall, give you the backup, so you just load it and move on with life. You see where I'm coming from? But like that's the goal here. Is we're trying to. That's why. So 1.2 is active. 1.1 is currently plugged out, but it's the home interface. 1.3 interface 3. Interface 3 is the UPS. So that is a DHCP client, right? So if I do execute DHCP list, right? Execute DHCP. Hold on a second. Is execute? I don't know if I really command. Execute DHCP list. Right. So that's the EPDU. So power distribution unit. So if you put this address, on my right now, I think I'm VPN'd in, so I think I should be able to access if I have a policy. So these are things I expect you to know. So for instance, right, if I do execute ping 192.168.11.100, because it's DHCP, right? I should be able to eat it. Sorry, that's the wrong address. So 192.168. Sam, are you recording this session? So yeah, no, I don't know if you know this, but TTL 255 means it's a networking device. If it's 64, it's a Linux device. If it's 128, it's a Windows device. So I can ping the guy. So if I'm VPN and I have a policy going, so for instance, if I come here and I put the address directly, right? I shouldn't be able to reach it. HTTP // I shouldn't be able to reach it, right? So the reason is because there's no policy. It's simple. So you need a policy going from your SSL interface to the internal 3. Do you get what I'm saying? So come to policy, come to firewall policy, come to create new. Hold on, looks like I have one. Internal 3. Okay, no, I do not. So create new. It's like access list, right? It's like an extended access list. So say SSL user to UPS PDU. Give me 1 second. UPS PDU. SSL user to UPS PDU incoming interface. So incoming interface will be this one. Outgoing interface will be in internal 3 source. Or this is just a catch-up. You shouldn't do this because you have increased your attack surface. But we're just trying to make sure we can reach the PDU real quick. So these are all the solutions we're deploying, right? So security event. One user group is needed. Source, give me 1 second. Yeah, user group. So VPN users, VPN trusted users. And then going to close. One user or group is needed. Give me 1 second. Incoming interface, SSL users to UPS PDU. So we're going from the VPN interface to internal 3. Source will be this. One user or group is needed. Okay, give me some. Give me user, some. Close. So from here, you probably should be able to access it now, because the thing with the UPS is it has to be DHCP. Now I can access it. You get because of the policy. Just give me some time. The reason why it's not responding on time, I know you can say because it's not secure. At least I think. But the reason, yeah, you can access it. So the login. So this is the PDU, right? I mean, so once I log into the PDU. If I power this, so if I come here now, can you guys see what I'm saying? What I'm showing you? If I come to outlets and I select maybe A2, so right now A2 is giving out 11 watts of power, right? If I select this guy right here and I come to turn off outlets, once you do immediate off, it shuts off the server. So everything is labeled, right? So when we go to site, you must put the server in where I tell you to put. You see where I'm coming from? So that when we give the documentation to the client, if it turns on A2, because there's a fail close and there's a breach, and doesn't put access to server, he knows that he's already turning off his server. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Do you get my point? Can you guys hear me? I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I know it's getting boring. Don't worry, we're done now because I don't have to be on site. So that's the goal here. Is we're giving you, there's equipment. Everybody go do the install and make sure everything checks out fine. You get, so you have to be familiar with all these things. I know most people don't use FortiGate in Nigeria. I don't know what you guys know. I only know what I only have to kind of ask you what you know and take the compliment of what you don't know or what you know. So that's the goal here, to access that's why we couldn't access, because there's no policy. Because obviously, if you come to yours by sequence, you're eating your implicit deny because this policy did not exist. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why we couldn't access initially. So that's the goal here. So moving on here, we've touched on the OMISP, query point. Now the firewall, we're doing OSPF between the firewall area 0, just one area. The best practice is you should have more than 50 areas in 50 routers in one area. And there's 3 of them, and 4 of them, I think. You should have more than 50 routers in one area. You shouldn't have more than 50 routers in one area. You should have one, your OSPF, your router should be particularly, your ABR, your other router should not be more than 3 areas at the same time. And there's 2 other ones I don't remember. But if you give me some time, I remember my style. So, so next one is the Yearlink. This is the Yearlink solution right here. So we use FreePBX. We use FreePBX for the Yearlink. So when you go to close sites, you can install it as a, let me think. You can install FreePBX directly. We'll just get a bootable drive. So for instance, you can't be asking me how would I create a bootable drive? Like, yo, go shoot yourself. Like, how would you know how to create a bootable drive? How did you get the job in the first place? And that's why people that referred you guys are very intelligent people. So I made sure that, like, so you get bootable drive, put the FreePBX, load the PBX, get a SIP provider, and then we load the Yearlink. The photocopy easy solution, we use print management for Active Directory, right? Then CCTV solution, simple VGA, run your lines, terminate your lines, and that's all. This is very simple config. This is our core stack, right? Stacking is very simple. It's very simple commands. Switch one priority, something, show switch priority, show switch stack, show switch priority, and all that stuff. Now the server, we have DC01 and fault tolerant DC02. So on the bare metal, I think that's the wrong word. On the physical device, we load DC01. DC01 does DHCP, group policy, ADDS, DNS. DC02 runs the map network drive, runs radius or TACAX, runs WireGuard, because we're building our own internet solution too. We have a proprietary. I don't want to show you because that's my intellectual property. By the grace of the Spirit, I developed this thing with ChatGPT actually myself. So then we SIP server on VM2. So that's what we do. When the customer calls us, VM2 is down, we know that it's a FreePBX. Do not use your brain. You guys don't think about this by yourself. We use Silence and EDR solution with AI. We use IIS, sometimes WAMP. If you want to load a web page or just load anything, we use SolarWinds for TFTP, 3CDMM for FTP and syslog. I don't know if you guys know this, but TFTP does not take anything more than 80 megabytes. So if you want to send out a file, copy TFTP into your flash, and it's more than 80 MB, because the Catalyst iOS is more than 80 MB. When you send it out, it will not push it. Your SolarWinds TFTP cannot push it. For a Dell Power Switch, it will push it. For a Arista, it will push it. For a Catalyst, it will never push it because 80 megabytes. So you have to download 3CDMM or a FTP solution. So deep freeze, if you want deep freeze, SQL Server, I know some SQL, and then I use Kali for pen tests. I can show that will be where we round it up. And then we do FortiAnalyzer, FortiAuthenticator, FortiZTNA if they want an OVF, ordinary virtualization format solution. So full stop. You see, it's a very simple setup. You see, there's nothing crazy. So this is very, very simple. And this is what we're doing. When I learn more stuff, to be honest, when I keep it real with you, the QNAP, learn more stuff, we attach it to it. So we have intervallic routing. I just showed the intervallic routing instance. Also have the IP routing command to do my intervallic routing for me. Then the last time I'm going to show you, we have a solution that does for us, that generates and that's what I round it up because I have other things to do. We have a solution that generates like a pen test with Shadowflux. I don't know if you guys went through the little thing. I don't know if you guys went through the little product page. So Shadowflux is our proprietary solution for running VAs. So when you come here, this is what the script looks like. So if you have an IAM client, we charge for it, but when you have an IAM client that is like looking to pay good money, we come to the Shadowflux and we run the script, goes in and just tells you what's wrong with your network and generates a report in 10 minutes. Everything quick, way out, way well. So that's what we do. You guys are not required to know it, but I'm showing you is like the packaging that we bring to the table type shit, you see. So first close. So give me 1 second here. So pause real quick. So when I come to give me 1 second. So this is come to SFX. Give me 1 second here. Give me desktop. Okay. So come to desktop. Then right click here. hold shift down and just go to Open PowerShell window here. So Python, SFX, you got py, and then let me just show you what happens on the back end, because why not, right? You're not allowed to take a screenshot of this, please. I'll bridge through real quick. So this is what it reloads on the back end. This is the script that runs it. So yeah, this script that runs it on the back end is all Python driven. Pulls some modules like pandas and all that good stuff. Pandas requests, pillows. So can you guys see me? When you come to Python SFX, actually, let's say Tesla, target IP address. Let's say, we don't care much. Let's say, show you my address of the customer that, let's say, Elon at Tesla.com. Then, if you use a Windows device that you want us to do some enumeration crap map exec, let's say the login is Elon and Elon, whatever. And then the script pops up the VMware workstation, turns on your Kali for you. You get loads all the commands, and it runs BMF docs. It runs give me 1 second here. So got shadow flux. So it runs the script, generates, so for instance, Power Report generates like sets the logo, company when your report was generated, generates a few other items, then put it together in one PDF. Does everything in 10 minutes. So it's waiting 6 minutes for Kali to boot. Then after I put it all together in one PDF and generates it. So what I'm showing you is we do Python here, BAT, anything related to BAT, Python, PowerShell, offensive security, pen testing, GitHub, all that good stuff. MDF, your routing, BGP, RIP, version 2, IGRP, ISIS, intermediate systems, whatever, BGP, OSPF, IGRP. Bring your questions. By the grace of the Holy Spirit, we'll fuck it up. So it's going to take 10 minutes for it to run. I ain't got 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, let me know right now, because I have to leave right now.
Okay, sure. So, two things I want to ask. When is this going to start? And what's the payment structure like?
Okay, when it's going to start? Actively by early next month. Actively when you guys start getting work orders dispatched in Nigeria. Early next month. The payment structure depends on your level. So generally, whatever level you see, multiply by 2. So level 2, I'm assuming you have 4 years experience. Level 3 has 6 years experience, like that. If you're a Genesis, then you have like 1 year experience type thing. So that's what it is. Then the payment is, we have a pay structure. I don't want to talk about it because there's other people in the group, right? It's supposed to be stuff that people are not supposed to do. So talk to Sam. He's going to give you your pay level. You pay hourly here. Trust me, I've calculated all these things.
That's right. So like it's
all the time you expect to spend on time on site. Then let me show you. Sam will show you what the typical dispatch ticket looks like, but I can show you real quick. So this is what the dispatch ticket looks like. When we dispatch a ticket to you, so this is our tech here, Matthew Johnson, right? When we dispatch a ticket to you, so like I said, you're a contractor, so like we're not obliged, like we don't have no benefit for you. I apologize for saying that maybe I'm coming off too long, but that's the business in me.
It's fine.
Yeah, but we try to pay we pay you for travel, for accommodation, we pay you at least. I think the minimum you will make for anybody will be like 4,000 per hour at minimum. For whoever is the minimum, like lowest person here, like 4,000 per hour. Give me 1 second here.
So is it like weekly? Is it the
you should get about 10 hours of working week on the average. We'll dispatch it to get to you. So the dispatch, I'm trying to show you what the dispatch looks like. Like for instance, it's going to be like, oh, this is where you're going to be working, this is what you're going to be doing. You can turn it down if you don't like the area. For instance, let's say you got jumped at it. Let's say somebody beat you in one area and you just want to go there because you know that like, if he beat you, you can turn it off. Like I say, you don't want it. And we'll pass it down to the next tech. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where going to, this is the expected time you spend on site, this is the expected pay you're supposed to make, this is the amount of, do you get what I'm trying? This is the expected pay you're going to make, this is the scope of the work, the time you spend, how much you're going to make, you give you all the information, the tools you're supposed to bring with you. You're supposed to have your own tools. We give our comprehensive tool bag, but it's nothing, it's just very little. I have my own tool, I have a truck, I drive like a small truck. So like, it's like a pickup, like Toyota Hilux. You don't have to have a Toyota Hilux, you need this in my life, so I have Toyota Hilux. So I'm just trying to tell you, So, what other questions do you have?
I think that's all for now.
Sweet, like it. So, Ahmed, do you have any questions for me? So, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Ahmed, I don't know if you can hear me. Do you have any questions for me, Ahmed?
No, it's no.
Sweet, please, if you have questions, you can chat me privately. I got my girlfriend, my ladies, photo on my thing. You chatting me. She's just using a control space to make sure that the shorties don't reach out to me, So I'm saying if you see it, it's me you're talking to. Then what was I going to say? Message me if you have any questions. Message Sam. Sam is always on to answer questions. Stay sharp. Like, don't, as in, you're supposed to know what you're doing. Like, you can ask stupid questions. You need to ask stupid questions. You need to ask stupid questions, right? But like, what I'm saying, what I mean is that like you're supposed to be like an engineer. Like when you go to UI, like Maxwell was my mate. So Maxwell was super intelligent, probably best rising student. So that's why I put it on L2 without asking you a lot of questions, because there's certain expectation I had from you. See where I'm coming from? So like you don't ask certain type of questions because like like what the hell, type shit, Because like I'm just saying that like my point here is, and your brother used to work with my brother too. They were on like a big 400 million project one time. He did some work for me one time too. He was trying to renovate. He was trying to do some work, and then we got rid of the facility. So what I'm trying to say in this conversation is there is a certain expectation. You're not supposed to you're supposed to know your thing. Like it's supposed to almost be my level. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't worry, we're gonna go notes together. There's no stress. Nobody is like there's no stress. But I'm just saying like it's not a game. Be smart. Think ahead of everybody. Bring your degree. Show your degree here. You get what I'm trying to say. Nobody is trying to be mean to you. Just do what you gotta do, and everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid for what it is. So yeah, I wish you guys have I hope you guys have a good week.
Thanks.
Cheers for me, man. Yeah, you're good. Those kind of concerns, because I know that's not normal. You're not supposed to use workstation, but that's what we use for our servers, and it's been running fine. I just do it because like I'm not trying to learn ESXi. I've learned too many things I don't need in my life, and I'm not trying to pay someone else to do ESXi for us. So our domain controllers on a workstation, and that's just going to keep running on workstation. So just letting you know, and that's how it's going to be. So I know that's not normal, but I'm just saying it works, and I know how to fix it very well because that's why I've used VMware Workstation all my life, and it's licensed. So yeah, those kind of concerns. Sam, please, if you don't mind, please just have every other person join the group too. What else? I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's start. Like, do you have any concerns from the interview, from like maybe stuff you expect us to do, more off, less off, same as? If there's something you want us to do better, want us to, I know I have a communication problem personally, and then I'll just show you a few items. I expect this to be very interactive. Most of our texts are the 4.0 from their school, from their degree. Even the one we have in the US, they're very super smart people, like the best out there. So when you see people join the group, that like you're talking to like a certain level of like the expectation is higher. That's what I'm trying to say. So I expect your questions to keep me thinking at night. You understand what I'm saying? So please, and let's keep professional, like I said. Let everybody keep professional, including me. Let's keep it very professional. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, we're just so. Do you have any questions for me about the requirements of the job? If it's something.
Okay. Firstly, the general scope of the job is supposed to be like a site work, but I don't know exactly what is to be done on the site. I think that should be covered in the onboarding session. I don't know if that is this, but okay. I really want to know.
So what's is you live in Abuja, right?
Yes, I do.
We have another tech too, EL3 tech that lives in Abuja. His name is Abdul. He lives in Abuja as well. So, but we're trying to get stuff. Like this is like first come first served. Like you're a contractor. You know what contractor means? Like meaning that like you just get paid for the work you do. We have no obligation.
I work as a conductor for quite some time. So
to be smart and that's what it's going to be. You're supposed to be smart and so like you're supposed to be an extension of my hands to do stuff like that, because I can't be in Nigeria just because of a small $20,000 job or $15,000 job. See where I'm coming from? So that's where the goal is for you to just go on site and get it done. And we have a structured cabling techs that are going to be on site with you to run all the lines. You're supposed to terminate the lines. So like they're going to do all the dirty work, running lines from the wall plates to to the point of entry. I think it's called POE, whatever, to the DMARC or whatever it is. Other daily work you're supposed to terminate. You know, the T578B termination standard. You're supposed to configure. Let me show you what we do. Configure everything here. So, and like I said, like this is supposed to be like so on the average, I expect that like you're supposed to work, in my mind, on the average, I think you probably get about, every tech will probably get about 15 hours of work in a week, 10 hours of work in a week on the average. To be honest, we're still hiring, like we just hired a sales manager. So we're still doing a few other things, like tidying up funding,